Okay, so I'm delighted to present some of the key highlights from Program 4. Just scrolling in the background, we've got a few photos of some of the achievements, mainly from our teams working in the field over the last 8 years of working in the field. We're at the point now of transitioning good science into field-ready practice that starts to address Australia's $1.9 billion annual loss in productivity from soil constraints. The program has got 3 key research themes. Many of you are familiar with these. So Output 1 has a focus on nature-based solutions. Output 2 is assessing physico-chemical interventions. And Output 3 is around putting soil improvement decision support tools in the hands of farmers and advisors. When we started our field campaigns back in 2019, we had big aspirations and even bigger questions. Could regenerative practices work under Australia's unique conditions? How do we fix complex soil constraints that interact in unpredictable ways? And how do we better put science into farmers' hands? Our network grew from strength to strength. The progress that we've made so far would not have been possible without the input from 15 farmer groups into Program 4. So all of the groups working with us are highly acknowledged there. We've also partnered with 8 universities, collaborated with 4 government research organisations, and have supported 8 PhD candidates. The work on nature-based solutions has provided some hard-won lessons. In Australia's water-limited systems, particularly those in southern New South Wales and Victoria, summer cover crops have struggled to generate enough biomass to improve soil properties. Summer cover cropping generally depleted soil water at critical sowing times, creating cash crop yield penalties that so far we're thinking might outweigh any benefits to the soil properties that were achieved. So this contrasts with a lot of the international research on this topic. The international work originates where cover crops can generate 5 tonnes of biomass, and even then it takes 5 years to see significant changes in soil properties. We have, however, achieved some pretty stunning results from our colleagues in far north Queensland that can grow 100 tonnes of biomass when they do their fallow cover crop. But the work in our dryland systems wasn't a failure. This was science doing exactly what it should do, unravelling the risks, benefits and mechanisms, even when the answer was not exactly what we were looking for. So yesterday in our meeting with Richard Bell's team and others, there was a lot of discussion around cover cropping and some of the other opportunities around intercropping and temporary intercropping. And I think a lot of the benefits, sorry Mike, a lot of the benefits I think going forward will be derived from further research in that area. Our physico-chemical solutions show promise, but do remain site-specific. So work in Output 2 continues to address critical soil limitations through mechanistic research, combining experimental laboratory work with field evidence. 4 years of trials on the Eyre Peninsula revealed that combined management approaches, high seeding rates, increased fertiliser, and fungicidal seed dressings maximised yields in these highly calcareous soils. Long-term data from Western Australian sites demonstrated that strategic crop sequencing outperforms soil amendments in some cases. Legume combinations, particularly with vetch, increased total soil organic carbon by almost 3 tonnes a hectare, and I think David Minke will be speaking in a lot more detail around that work momentarily. At our Lockhart site, surface and subsurface amendments addressing multiple constraints simultaneously showed improved root exploration of subsoil, unlocking water and nutrients that have previously been beyond reach. And across multiple sites, we've observed variable responses to physical amendments like deep ripping and amendments including gypsum, bentonite and zeolite. This variability underscores the critical importance of understanding site-specific factors when implementing soil improvement strategies. I'm quite excited to hear about the interventions that Stephen Lang has been working on for sandy soils, one of our PhD candidates. Thank you, Michael, nearly done. As well as some of the novel research that VJ is going to deliver on his work on herbicides. So overall, we've learnt that fixing soils isn't about a single solution, it's about integrated approaches tailored to specific conditions. So on this, my very last 30 seconds, Michael, I'm also very excited to introduce the DynaSoil, D-Y-N-A, Soil Decision Support Tool, which is being led by University of Southern Queensland. Due for release this year, this co-designed platform will democratise our research findings. Unlike existing tools, DynaSoil runs real-time AppSim simulations, allowing users to input their specific paddock history, their soil data, and cropping plans to receive tailored interventions and recommendations. Think of it as having a soil scientist and an economist, on your iPhone or in your pocket. And a lot of this is based on 8 years worth of hard work from Output 3 in the Soil CRC.